It's official, Vikings fans, and I don't think anybody saw it shaking out quite like this. Kevin O'Connell has made his call at the most important position on the field, and it is a massive one. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we cover everything Minnesota Vikings. So, do me a favor, before we get rolling, smash that like button and hit subscribe so this gets pushed out to more of the purple faithful. Alright, let's not waste any time, because this is the story dominating the entire NFL right now, and it's got real NFC North title implications. The Minnesota Vikings have officially named Kyler Murray their starting quarterback to open the 2026 season. Let that one sink in for a second. Kyler Murray, Heisman Trophy winner, former #1 overall pick, QB1 in Minnesota, and the guy this whole fan base thought was the future of the franchise, J.J. McCarthy, the 10th overall pick from the 2024 NFL Draft, is now the backup. QB2, sitting behind Kyler Murray. Now, if you've been following this camp at all, you know the quarterback battle has been the storyline all summer long, and Kevin O'Connell is staking his reputation on this decision being the right one. So, let's break down exactly how we got here, what it means for J.J. McCarthy, and whether this team is actually built to make a run this year. Stick with me, because there is a lot to unpack. Let's start with the obvious question everybody's asking. How did we get to the point where a former first-round pick is losing his job? Here's the reality. Injuries and inconsistent play have limited McCarthy to just 10 starts in 2 seasons. We're talking 57% completions, 11 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. That is not the leap this organization was hoping for when they spent the 10th overall pick on him in the 2024 NFL Draft. And then the preseason did him no favors. The Vikings went 1-1 this preseason, dropped that ugly one to the Ravens, and in the snaps McCarthy did get, he just did not look sharp. He even took a big shot against Baltimore and had to come out early. He downplayed the injury afterward, called it a speed bump, said Minnesota is where he wants to be, but the tape wasn't there. Meanwhile, Kyler Murray got the first team reps, and O'Connell clearly liked what he saw. And look at the numbers. Murray has posted a career completion percentage of 66.7%, compared to McCarthy's 57%. That's not a small gap. Think about it, a Heisman Trophy winner, a former #1 overall pick, a guy who's been a starter in this league, a dynamic dual-threat playmaker, now getting to run one of the most quarterback-friendly offenses in football. This is the same system that got a career year out of Sam Darnold. You put Kyler Murray in that, with these weapons, that's a scary combination. But here's the part I really want you to hear, because it's getting buried. This is not fully closed. When O'Connell announced McCarthy as the #2, he made a point of saying he wants the room to stay competitive, and he did not rule out further consideration. Read between the lines there. On top of that, Carson Wentz has been putting up the best numbers of any quarterback on this roster in the preseason. And there is a very real conversation right now about whether Wentz, not McCarthy, ends up as the primary backup. So, the 10th overall pick could go from franchise quarterback in waiting to fighting just to be the #2. Let that sink in. And that brings us to the McCarthy trade rumors, because they are absolutely swirling. There are reports around the league that a team with an aging quarterback and a hole on the depth chart could come calling. The Vikings still owe him money on that rookie deal, the cap math gets messy, and the optics of moving on this fast would not be great. But make no mistake, if Minnesota decides to roll with Murray, Wentz, and their young developmental guys, J.J. McCarthy could be the odd man out. Nobody is saying that would have felt possible 6 months ago. Now let's talk about why this team could actually be dangerous, because the quarterback isn't walking into a bad situation. He's walking into a loaded one. You've still got Justin Jefferson, arguably the best receiver on the planet. You've got Jordan Addison, you've got TJ Hawkinson at tight end. And the front office completely rebuilt that offensive line. They went out and signed Ryan Kelly and Will Fries in free agency. They drafted Donovan Jackson in the first round. And they're getting star left tackle Christian Darrisaw back from that ACL injury. That is a legit supporting cast. And on the other side of the ball, Brian Flores is running a defense that has the pieces to be a top unit in the NFC North. Whoever is under center for this team has weapons everywhere, offense and defense. This roster is built to compete. So here's where I land on it. I actually think this is a smart, honest move by Kevin O'Connell. He's not going to force a young quarterback out there before he's ready and get him hurt or wreck his confidence. He's going to put the guy giving this team the best chance to win right now, Kyler Murray, out there, and he's going to let McCarthy keep developing behind two veterans. Is it the outcome the fan base wanted? Absolutely not. But winning cures everything, and this roster is built to win now. The Vikings open the 2026 regular season against the Green Bay Packers and Jordan Love on September 13th at US Bank Stadium. Division rival, Week 1, brand new starting quarterback, the whole football world watching. You could not script a bigger NFC North statement game. So now I want to hear from you. Is Kevin O'Connell right to hand the keys to Kyler Murray? Or is this a huge mistake? And should the Vikings be finding out what they have in J.J. McCarthy right now? And the big one, do you think McCarthy is even on this roster by Week 1, or does he get traded? Drop your take in the comments. Let's get a real debate going down there. If you made it this far, you're a real one. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Skol.